right, here we go. Wack100, welcome back to Vlad TV.
What's going on, Vlad, the Vlad community? What's going on, chat?
Man, a lot is going on. This is why you're back so quick. Well, I think right now what we got to talk about is Tory Lanez. A whole bunch of stuff has come out. A whole bunch of stuff.
A whole lot of stuff, whole lot of drama. Over the last 4 or 5 days, I've been in the middle of brokering deals for videos and pictures and which I hate doing because I tell them don't do this, and then they do the business, and then the next morning it's somewhere else.
Yeah.
So it was crazy because Tory Lanez and Tory my guy, but his team did some dirty work. Whoever the lady is, Deanna, Tory always told me, hey, you can get in contact with her. I called her. I said, hey, listen, this is not for the blogs. It's video footage and it's photos. She said, do you got anything that you can authenticate? Have my guys on the phone, so what they did, it's gonna make sense to you. They took one picture, blurred out the face, the other picture, and blurred out the body. And I sent them, so you can see all the blood, stab wounds of the body, and then one of you can see his face, right? They're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna have his acting manager or something, some guy with a 305 number. He FaceTimes me. He said, hey, so what's the deal? I'm like, this is what they want, this is what it is. I'm like, the video we got is so clear, you could see the correctional officers standing down there side by side.
Huh.
Right? It's breakfast being served in the building. Tory's cell is the bottom, the far right, by the staircase. I don't know if you watched the video to understand it. The Mexican guy ran into Tory's cell. You had one dude out there kind of looking out, looking around. So what's going on in Tory's cell? Tory makes it out of the cell. But when he makes it out of the cell, the dude comes out behind him and manhandles him, slams him. And that's when you see him stabbing him up more, right? All of this is going on while people are getting their breakfast trays, walking up and down the staircase, up and down the tier. The 2 officers on the floor. You got the guard in the gun tower. There's no down. There's no mace. There's no flash smoke canisters. There's no nothing. Tory somehow slips out of his hoodie and runs down the stairwell. Now he's at the bottom. It's still no pursuit. Right? So I'm telling them, I said, hey, listen, this is, because the institution, I know they're feeling some kind of way. They'll lose that footage. Because that's a crazy lawsuit.
Yeah.
You're in a level 4 prison. And child's being served. You got 3 guards, one of them in the gun tower. You got a dude on the top tier staircase being assaulted and attacked, screaming help.
There's no audio in the video.
Oh, it's audio.
Oh, there's audio. Oh.
He's screaming help.
Well, I mean, let me just say this, and we can cut this out if you don't want this out. You offered this video. First. And what I said was...
3 people went to first. Who do you think the 3 were?
Right. You came to me first, right? And I had to think about it for a second. I said, listen, obviously this is very important footage, but there's no way that I could monetize this. I can't put it on YouTube. My whole channel gets striked,
Listen.
With a community guidelines strike.
I sent it to you, academics, Adam 22.
Yeah.
I copied and paste the same text. Hey, boom, 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 this is what they want. Boom. Adam said, hell no. Act-ass didn't respond at the time, so this was funny. You said, are they in L.A.?
Right.
Because
I'm thinking, like, what can I do with this?
Right? So, the crazy part about it, when I get with Tory's team, the Deanna lady, and I send her those photos that's blurred out. She puts me with the other dude. They said, we're gonna call you back. Within an hour, it pops up on academics. The video wasn't theirs because that one was blurred. Theirs is crystal clear. But this how I knew it was them, because it's the two photos. Now what they don't know is the people intentionally blurred them. It ain't like nobody has these things but this one individual.
Yeah.
So I hit the individual, I said, hey, I called her, she don't answer. I called the other dude, he don't answer. So I wait. I call Act the next day. Act said, yeah, that was my other guy. Swoop, somebody from Tory team contacted him. Boom. Okay.
Yeah, he does know Tory personally.
Yeah, okay, cool. But it was somebody on this team that was dealing with somebody. So now I knew what it was because of the photos, right? So then I look up, and another day passes, and I called my guy, Speedy, and Speedy called in to Tory's pops. Tory's dad calls me. And I say, well, look, here's the situation. The people trusted me with it. That's your team. Can we make right by it? He said, well, we're going to make right. My son respects you. Boom, 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 boom. Well, by the time Tory, they was putting everything together, TMZ, I got a hold of the same people and obtained the photos clear as they were, and a clear version of the video. But nevertheless, hey, listen, Tory was fighting for his life. He was fighting for his life. Since then, they've sent him to CMC, where I kind of felt like they should have sent him in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Because that's usually where, they send the celebrities to CMC. They got keys to their doors, and it's a little more low key. But they had Tory on the level 4 prison yard, right? And then I hear this interview with the alleged guy that did the stabbing. And I'm telling
you did an interview?
Vlad.
Okay.
Dude's in solitary confinement.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
He's in solitary confinement. They got the interview with the cellie in the back talking, and I'm like, hey, listen, you interviewing a Chicano. And
that's about it.
They ain't got nothing but time to tell you whatever you want to hear. Right? And I'm sitting there listening to this. I'm like,
nothing but
this
time.
is a high-profile stabbing. And I tell the individual who did the interview, I said, yo, they in the hole. He said, no. They said they have 18 months before they can charge them. I said, yo, that's the outside court. In prison, you're going to solitary confinement.
Yeah.
They're stripping you down. They're locking you down. You're not going to be in the hole on the phone having a good old time. And even if he was, soon as the facility hears this, they're tearing the hole up. But hey, listen, when you're dealing with the world, I understand the world want to hear something. And hey, listen, if it's good content for them, the person that did it, I know them, shit, hey, cheers to them, kudos to them. But, I sit back and I watch it, and it never ceases to amaze me on how people are so thirsty for it. They don't care. Once you tell them that's it, that's it.